What's up, guys? This is Pyre from TFEW. We are in an alliance war today with a masked Autobot alliance, but I wanted to show you how I went through each of the bases because all of them, all five of the ones selected for war, were time stopper bases. Okay, I'm going to skip the first base because it was a pretty easy base, and I lost a replay for it. But here's the second base. You can see everything's clustered up here in the front. So I brought in my third gunner instead of my healer to inflict as much damage as possible. So after taking out the defense buildings in the front, his outpost bots were not that much of a threat. I think I may have used a shield boost here as well. But this is the second base, and I did pass this on the first try. So I'm going to speed this part up a little bit here. Alright, where's Skyburst going? So not much defense is left here in the back. The third gunner that I use is Skyburst, not because of her special abilities, but because her DPS is really high, much higher at level 49 than Alpha Bravo's is at level 50. Also, her health at the same time is also higher at level 40. Okay, I'm about to show you base 3, which is a progressively tougher time stopper base. I think this one had maxed out. Yeah, this one was maxed out. Just gonna zoom out, show you the top over there. So for this one, I decided to start slightly to one side. I let my team naturally take out. Wait, here's the Scourge. I think I put a shield. There you go. I put the shield boost on. I let the team naturally take out that first mortar rather than wasting a special ability, and I just took out the mortars and the lasers that were further back. Let my gunners take care of the shock towers as well. I didn't do anything special to them. Same team here. Skyburst instead of a healer, so a third gunner instead of a healer. So in total, 3 tanks plus Ultra Magnus. Don't know if you consider Ultra Magnus a tank or not. He's kind of a hybrid. So 3 tanks slash 4 tanks if you count Ultra Magnus, and 3 gunners. I'm sorry, take that back. 3 tanks, 3 gunners, 1 jet. Forgot about Jetfire over there. Because he's dead. Speed this up a little bit. You can see they have a lot of the same motifs going on here. They leave 2 of those little laser turrets to guard HQ. Everything else is in front. Okay, now I'm going to show you base 4, my first attempt, which I failed. Admittedly, I think I was a little bit nervous, and therefore I rushed it a little bit. This seems like a tougher base, and I just dumped the entire team right in the middle, which is not a smart move because then I'm at the mercy of all of his guns and all of his outposts. So even though I put the shield on here, I think that his outpost bots were just that much stronger. than the third base, and then the shock towers really got to me here. So I think I already lost a tank. I think I lost Ironhide. Probably I'm about to lose Pyra. And then my team is going to get split. I just lost Jetfire. I lost Skyburst already. There goes my 2 gunners. My last 2 gunners. Did not take out that cannon. Instead, he's going to go for that. What is that? Is that a harvester or is that a storage? Let's speed this up a bit. Alright. So I died over there. I'm going to show you. Now I'm going to show you my second attempt, which was successful. So this is the second attempt on base 4. I went all the way to the right this time, so that he can't execute basically a pincher move on my guys. And I can start to pick them off a little bit easier. The good news here is you see the gunners over there, they didn't have anything else to kill, so the AI told them to walk around that wall, which is actually going to benefit me tremendously, because now I can put them in your classic pincher move. Let's see, I think I ran out of ability points at this point, so I could not take out that laser until now. Nice thing about having your gunners alive is for those long range needs like shock tower. Shock towers are pretty easy for gunners to take. So here we're gonna get to a critical turning point. The AI helped me out a little bit. It would have been nice if the AI directed those 3 bombs to go up. Instead, 2 of them came down, and Alpha Bravo went up there. Let me just show you what he's doing up there. Go back down. So it's a battle of the gunners here, plus the autocannon. The gunners took each other out. The good news about that is his outpost was not going to chase Alpha Bravo up here. So in the meantime, Alpha Bravo, who you can see looks like he has full health, I'm going to fast forward this a bit, is just going to take out HQ without any opposition. So that was base 4.
Well done.
Now I'm going to show you base 5, which is the commander. So if you guys recognize your base, if you Autobots recognize this as the Decepticon version of your base, just drop in the comments. Let me know who you are. So this first time around I failed. I think I failed because I messed up that Jazz Strike. Yeah. So you saw that Jazz Strike over there didn't really take anything out. So it was meant to take out at least 2 weapons, and it didn't. So Ironhide is down. Gonna take out that mortar. That laser's killing Pyro over there. My gunners just got to that shock tower. I think Jetfire's gonna go soon. Yep, there goes Jetfire. I think Pyro's gonna go soon. And down to UN with 1 gunner. Speed this up a bit. That laser is killing UN.
There's a thin line between being a hero and being a memory.
Okay, so this is my second attempt on the commander. I did not use Superion, as you can see, for any of these, and I was determined to figure out a way to beat all of these time stopper bases without Superion. So here I rushed everyone to the left. I I did a successful jazz strike here, which you're gonna see. Took out those two, and then Jetfire took out that mortar. Jetfire then takes out the second mortar. Meanwhile, my gunners just punched a hole through the wall, which is a good thing because then they can advance from the top. You can see my two tanks down there. I think Ironhide just went. And I don't know why the AI does this, but they just brought the bots back down again, even though there was clearly something to hit up there. Take out that laser. I remember there's something interesting is going to happen here. Totally unintentional, but it worked to my favor. I don't know if I would have won had this not happened. So Pyra's about to die. Scorch pops out. Scorch targets Pyra. But because Pyra died before Scorch could launch his first missile, he basically ends his special ability attack. This is weird because Jetfire is still in his circle of trust, but he just went ahead and quit. So I think that helped me tremendously, because had that not happened, Scourge would have just gone on to beat the stuffing out of my team. I would have used the shield battle boost, but I didn't have to in this case. Over here I decided, I don't know why I took out that short range laser turret first. I should have just gone for the HQ because I have two gunners, and the two gunners would have taken out the turret. But I had enough ability points for to hit the base again, hit the HQ again, and that brought down the commander base.
It is over. Finished.
So what's interesting is with combiners and the speed, the very slow speed at which they move, there has been a pretty significant move to get your bases into that time stopper mode. We don't know who this alliance is that we're facing, so we couldn't go and check out all of their other bases, but all 5 bases were time stoppers, and each one got progressively tougher and tougher. You can see here that I beat bases 1, 2, and 3 on the first try, but bases 4 and 5 took me 2 tries. Another interesting thing here, I guess this is just a product of time, is that while a lot of members of TF PsyOps were able to register points against the maxed bases of this alliance, this other alliance could not return the favor. They could not score against us. And we definitely don't have max bases for everyone. We have maybe a handful of HQ-14s that have HQ-13 level defenses, but they still couldn't score any. So this is another interesting phenomenon where, I mean, you know, after about 6 to 7 months of playing, if you don't coin your base upgrade, you're going to end up with a max base. Basically, it's free. But to end up with a max squad, or rather to end up with a squad of 4-star bots that are level 50 and high ability points, in order to take out those max bases, you can't do that for free. And I'm guessing that that's what happened here. These guys just chose to max out their bases and didn't really work on their team. Either that, or they're waiting to strike, you know, with 8 hours left in the war. So use those weekend events with their double XP to go ahead and level up your bots. Good luck, and see you guys next time.